If you go and you don't think you walk in any power and authority, I can't tell you what's going to happen. But if you approach in obedience to the Lord and you come with authority, I'm telling you, it reaches the hearts of the people. And God has some planting, some watering, and some harvesting. But He gives the increase. We're actually partnering with God in what He is doing in this hour. And earlier, I was sharing my testimony here with this family, and I was talking about how I fell into the world, and I had been following Christ, and I fell into the world. Literally 8 months before I met my husband, God brought me out of drugs and alcohol and partying. If my husband would have met me when I was in my party stages, he wouldn't have been interested in me being his bride. And at that moment when I was sharing that, it clicked in my head that God is preparing His bride. He is preparing a bride and cleaning her up before His coming. So this is like a really powerful thing where God is enlisting His people not to just be pew warmers, but an enlistment where you are full in. Let me put some gravity onto enlistment. So if I was somebody in the American military that was trying to recruit you, and there's a little prick in your heart of, hey, I may want to serve my country and my president, and you're feeling that prick in your heart. This is like the kingdom of God. Okay, so when you enlist, and I was to give all of you guys right now enlistment papers, and you sign that, I own you. For the next 2 years, if you try to get out of that enlistment, you're going to jail. So when you enlist with the Lord, this is a serious thing. If you guys have a fear of the government, of breaking that contract of enlistment, where is the fear of the Lord? This is the God of creation, the King of all kings, who is going to come one day with fire in His eyes and a sword in His hand, and we're wanting to break that contract. We're wanting to sit and enjoy our comfortable home and garden life, home and garden Christianity, our little social club. No, this is a serious enlistment. We're lazy. We are lazy for the kingdom of God. And when we get serious, and there's no excuses here. Okay, I like yesterday, I could hardly talk because I lost my voice. And I'm up here today talking to you guys. Most people would be like, oh, I don't feel good. I'm going to go sit in my bed. Okay, but this hour is drawing close to the coming of Christ. And I'm serious when I say this. I know it. I'm not just saying it to motivate you or trick you somehow into enlisting into God's army. I know it that He's coming back soon. And there's going to be a last great awakening of the bride, and we get to be a part of that. And I'm telling you, when Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is like this, when the kingdom of heaven is like this, that there's a father that is preparing the wedding feast. And He put out all the invitations. Okay, He put out the invitations to the guests who had said, I'm going to come. But you know what? There is an RSVP to this invitation to the wedding feast. You guys don't just get to believe that He's going to come back or believe in Jesus. There is an RSVP. And if you do not respond, then you are not going to be allowed in. But even furthermost, He is giving us the garment for the wedding. We don't even have to go to the store and buy it and figure out what we're going to wear. He gives us the garment to put on. But I'm telling you the truth, that if we come to that wedding feast and we do not have the garment on, He will say, I'm sorry, you didn't put on the wedding clothes. You have to leave. You don't get to come. And so He's coming back soon. And we actually get to be a part of the giving out the garments and inviting people. And I would like to invite Ethan to come because last night he had a dream. And I feel like this dream is prophetic.
We were all outside by our rigs, and the sky, it was like we were just looking up at the sky, and it was like the sun was setting and stuff. And then the sky like kind of like split off in the distance, and then like there's like a streak across the sky. And then you could kind of see like this super bright light come down, like it was something coming like through the sky, kind of like if the sky like opened up. And then it looked like a golden city, which you could kind of see off in the distance that like settled like on the horizon. But that was pretty much it. And we were just like all like yes and stuff. And
Yeah, come on.
yeah, we were just like.